The Patreon pick this week was the 2008 film The Happening, as requested by our patron, Tutbot. Thank you for the request. And if you also want to get your movie watched by us, you go to guapish.com/Patreon or patreon.com/Guapish. Give us $1 a month, get your movie in the raffle. I keep saying Q, but it's more like a raffle. And we'll watch it just like Tutbot's got picked this week. And Tanner, how about you describe the plot of this movie?
So The Happening, one day in Central Park, New York, everyone fucking kills themselves. And then it keeps happening, it spreads all over the place, and then our main character, Mark Wahlberg, he's got to save himself, I guess, and also this girl he kind of likes but has issues with, blah, blah, blah. And then it's the trees, and then it's suddenly over until it's not. Dun, dun, dun. The end. Fun fact, Zooey Deschanel is one of the only actors from this film who defends it. Most of the rest of the cast basically came out and condemned this movie because it was so poorly received. And she said people didn't know how to appreciate it.
But she's also like a white woman, so like, what does that mean?
I think she said something like, it really makes you think.
Global warming and shit, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
I guess
Who knows?
so. Good fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
I'll kick us off. I am at a flat D.
Okay.
Whoa.
Tanner, where are you sitting?
I'm probably crazy for this one. I kind of like this movie. I'm at a flat B.
Oh, God, thank Christ.
Where are you at?
C+.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm at a D+ myself here.
What's going on here, guys? What the fuck's happening?
What's with these
There are
two
two
wolves
wolves.
happening?
The two wolves!
I will be the mediator. I know Tanner's the highest.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this movie being better when I was younger. Maybe it's the almost 500 movies we've watched at this point.
Dylan, did you like exclusively watch disaster films as a kid?
Don't worry about that. I don't know, man. Let's see. Godzilla,
He
1998.
exclusively watched disasters of films.
Day After Tomorrow, 2012. Great Deep Blue Sea, Lake Placid. Yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty apt. Fucking Anaconda and Python. Anyway, the only thing, the acting's not good in this movie. Let's be completely real.
It's really, really bad.
Somebody give me something to say no to. This will be funny, probably.
Dylan, do you
did
jack
kill
off
my
to
cat?
What? No.
What?
Or something like that.
No.
That's such a... That particular part of the
So
movie is
ridiculous.
when you realize how dog shit the acting in this movie is.
That entire section of the movie is so fucking weird. The way that they're acting around this old woman is just bizarre. They're just not talking to her at all. I don't know what their fucking deal is.
The way they're talking in general through the entire fucking movie is like that. It's insane.
The big problem here is the concept that they have here is interesting. The way that it's executed and the way that it's paced is not. And the thing I can appreciate about this movie is said concept. This movie could benefit, I don't remember, I think it's pushing almost 2 hours. It could benefit from being shorter. They need to do, this is like one of the only movies that would benefit from some kind of scientific breakdown or like crackpot theory room thing where they're like, all right, we need to figure this shit out. Like, this is like how Shin Godzilla was like, oh, we need to break this down scientifically to figure it out. This movie would have benefited from something like that. Unfortunately, it's just us following people around and then them discovering people are dead, killing themselves. And then all of a sudden, the shift between them discovering the plants react to groups of people versus then at the end of the movie, randomly, the old lady is by herself and goes crazy and kills herself is weird. It's a terrible transition, like the plants adapting that immediately. The scenario is unrealistic, so don't hear what I'm not saying. It's unrealistic for this movie, and then it automatically goes from, well, now, like, if I'm gonna die with you, and then they walk outside and, like Tanner said,
Yeah.
fucking over.
Honestly, So, like, you know, they do that where it just suddenly stops, and they set that up with, like, us seeing that, like, news report where a scientist is literally like, well, you know, stuff like this often, it comes to a head and then it just stops right away. I think it would have been way better if they didn't tell us that. I think it would have been at least creepier if it is just like, yeah, it's this crazy thing happened out of nowhere, it's almost unexplainable, and then it just stops. This movie is, I can already tell, it's another one of those instances where it's a movie where the premise I find so engaging that it's probably making me overestimate where I want to rank it, a la, like, Yesterday. That's one.
Or what was that shitty one where it was like the spaceship goes to hell?
Horizon.
Event Horizon.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but I do think it's a great premise. I think it has some genuinely effective scenes.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to note too. There are a couple scenes in this that are genuinely effective, like when the fucking people are like at the construction site and they're just like people falling. That part's pretty solid. There's like another sound, I don't remember what it was, but every now and then there are little pearls in this fucking hot heap of garbage.
Yeah, and the biggest problems are, like, by far, it's the fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
What the hell is going... We need to put a ban on M. Night Shyamalan movies until we figure out what the hell is going on. This literally happens in, like this was the case in Old, which was another movie of his. He doesn't know how to write people as if they've ever actually talked to anyone. It's deeply baffling. And then, acting, not great. I think Mark Wahlberg is fine here and there, although, again, like, the thing is, it's so hard to tell when it's the acting or the dialogue that is making it just so stupid. Dude, fucking...
A lot of the time it's both.
Zoe Deschanel does not belong in this movie.
She was fucking terrible in this movie. It was...
She was.
It was a travesty.
Which is weird, because she's also in Day After Tomorrow, and I felt like her performance in Day After Tomorrow wasn't bad. And these are, like...
I like when we actually sit there and watch a YouTube video on someone's phone. Oh, man. And then the last act, the last 30 minutes of this movie, they suck. Like, I like all of... And I like high level, like, the hour before that, where it's like this progression of this crazy thing and trying to get away from it. And I think creating this problem where it's like, yeah, we're forcing you to get out of the cities and go... like out in the middle of nowhere. I like that stuff, and they just fumble it in so many different ways. Like, I'm imagining in my mind's eye a really kick-ass, like, post-apocalyptic sequel to this movie where people are walking around with gas masks and they carry, like, caulk guns with them so that they can seal up doors behind them and shit like that. But, yeah, I'm already talking myself into probably needing to lower this, because it is one of those instances where a premise grabs me personally so much that I'm overlooking a lot of the flaws.
Yeah, say something positive, dude. Say something positive.
Vibe check on the gas masks. I mean, why would you show Obviously, at this point, maybe it was intentional to just show maybe the rest of the world is retarded, but, like, gas masks. Like why... I don't know if that killed the movie or made it funny. I don't know what the messaging was.
What is the point you're making?
Why show the gas masks at all? Is it just to show...
What are you referring to? On the old women?
Yeah. Is it just to show that the rest of the world's being stupid and none of this had to happen? Or, like, what's the...
I genuinely don't understand the point you're trying to make.
I'm just trying to say, what was the point of showing the gas masks? Was it to show, like, the rest of this movie is pointless and, like, people are being dumb? Or, like...
I mean, gas masks aren't, like, a common thing people have access to. It's well, that was in, like, not a flashback, a montage of, like, different people who were, like, seem to be either prepared for this situation or, like, without those militia guys, they're, like, guys who seem like they're getting prepared to take advantage of what's happening, which I think is interesting world building. I like that. Hot dogs are really underrated.
Jackson, I'm genuinely curious. The way that you were talking about this prior, it sounded like you had the most comedic look on this movie. I'd love to hear your thoughts, man.
I mean, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of scenes that are just hilarious, but it's because they're just really fucking bad. Like, I was I was certainly laughing a lot at this movie, but I'm laughing at the movie. I'm not laughing with the movie, and it wasn't doing it consistently enough for me to like flip, like, you know, tip the scales basically and turn into it so bad it's good. It was mostly just boring. Like, I think I agree with you guys. I think the concept is interesting. I get what they're going for. You know, the plants are killing humans. You gotta learn to live with nature, or else you'll fucking die or something. I get that. I just don't really care, and the acting is just so fucking bad. It's so distracting. Especially like Mark Wahlberg, Zooey Deschanel, they're two really like big actors, and they just were not great, and it was just really distracting. The dialogue, like Tanner said, is fucking awful. I don't think the score was anything particular. It was just really generic outside of the things that like really unimmersed me, basically. And that's really just all it boils down to. It was just really fucking hard to watch. Like, there's some funny scenes, some baffling shit happening, but like in the end, it's just a really bad movie. There's not a crazy amount for me to talk about it with.
What I find crazy is when I see a lot of criticism of this movie, I see people criticizing the premise, and I'm like, what? No, this is like actually a good idea. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with M. Night Shyamalan, is that he has a lot of good ideas. He just doesn't know how to fucking execute them.
He needs to hire a fucking writer. Why are these movie studios letting him write these things? Make him an idea guy. Stop letting him direct. Make him an idea guy. He clearly has a decent talent for not only coming up with original ideas, but identifying properties that would make decent movies. But he can't execute it on it himself at all. Except for the handful of times he did.
Come on, get some help. If you're watching this, get some help.
Please.
You need help. You know, I think I was too harsh on this film. I liked it quite a bit. I'll raise mine up to a B-. That's a joke! No, I'm not doing that. D+.
Whoa.
I'm sticking at my D.
What did I say? C+.
I think I'll drop mine to a C+ as well.
Still two wolves, but two closer wolves.
True, and it lands at a C- overall. How exciting.
Wowza.